Good afternoon, my wonderful people. I'm glad to have you again on the Young People's Coach on the YouTube. Today I'll be discussing a very important topic, and it's not a scam. Today I want to strike a balance. I want to bring a lot of things to your knowledge to let you know that education is very, very important. Not just going to school, but allowing your heart, your mind to be educated. That's what I want you to know today. So with these 10 points, I'm going to prove to you it's not really a scam. So 1, education increases your earning power, your ability to earn. When you are educated, you can have a lot of opportunities, and not just having them, you utilize them. Because you are skilled, it increases your earning power because you are skilled and you can go. Number 2, education increases your thinking. We are what we think. We cannot grow above our thoughts. When you are not educated, your thinking is shallow. You look at things and you interpret it with a shallow mind. But education makes you critical, because being in a classroom, or whether it's an informal, because education can be formal or informal, the moment you are educated, you have a better opportunity. You have a better way of thinking. Number 3, education opens doors of opportunity. An uneducated mind is a mind that is not open to opportunities. Yes, even if opportunities come, you don't know how to utilize it. You don't know how to enter into such opportunities. So we say that such a person is not educated, and because he's not educated, he's not prepared to utilize those opportunities. Number 4, education builds character and discipline. Being in a classroom setting and being lectured or tutored by someone who has been disciplined automatically puts in discipline into you. What do I mean by that? Being educated means that you are disciplined, means that you can put yourself under control. Things do not control you. You do not follow the trend of things the way other people do. You are critical about things, not just because you see people doing one thing or the other, you follow them. No, you are very critical. Number 5, education reduces poverty. The rate of poverty in the globe today is as a result of low education. And what I'm saying is researchable. It's researchable. When you research, you find out that any nation that's so high on education, any nation that embraces education, has high rate of prosperity, high rate of innovation, high rate of industrial workers there. And this is what brings prosperity and leverage people from low standard life. So when you are educated, when one is educated, he has a great possibility of running away from poverty. Education empowers you against deception. What makes people to walk into deception is when they don't understand how things are, when they easily accept things the way it is without asking questions, without finding out the truth, is the answer to such things. Education makes you to query some things, to query some facts, to ask some questions. And the more you ask such questions, you see that answers will come out. You see that whatever that is hidden will be cleared. Education supports innovation and development. Development and innovation is mostly in the hands of an educated mind. When one lacks education, it will be very difficult for he or she to embrace development and innovation. What do we mean by innovation? Innovation has to do with being open to new things, trying to find out, trying to discover new things, pursuing new things, trying to find out ways of doing different things, ways of approaching things with a new mindset. That's innovation. And it is not in the hands, yes, One cannot push away education once he's become successful. No. Yes, I know that in this world there are a lot of people who did not have the opportunity to go for formal education, but yet they still value education. So successful people still look at education as something important because they know that whether formal or informal, want to progress in business, in industry, and whatever is very, very important. Education and skill works together. Somebody might say, forget about education, go and be skilled. Yes, skill is very, very important. But I want to tell you that both education and skill works together. When I say education is not a scam, I mean when you are educated and you are skilled, it's not a scam. You can't be educated and skilled and be poor. You can't be educated and skilled and be a nobody. You can't be educated and skilled and you don't have anything to offer. So education plus skill is a great weapon in the industrial world. So as you get education, also be skilled. Be skilled in your work. Be skilled in whatever you do. Be skilled in the area you are pursuing. Don't just go to school, sit down, fulfill all righteousness by sitting down in the four walls of a school environment. And at the end of it, you come out and say, you badge out with a certificate and that's all. No, that's not what I mean. Being educated is to be skilled. Be skilled in whatever you do. The real problem is not education. Yes, this is where a lot of people are so much discouraged. They say, I am educated, but I am still where I am. I'm educated, but I make no headway. Yes, look at this. Economy, environment, government decisions, all of these things go a long way to affect education, including unemployment. When the unemployment rate is so high, you see that those who are, yes, they have something to offer, but there is no room where they can fix those things, where they can put those things. So then it's at that situation, it's at that moment that you see somebody say, I am educated, but I have nothing. I have no work. I have no money. I am poor. But in a situation where the government is doing what it ought to do, by building, by creating way for employment for the educated people, the economy is okay, things are functioning the way they are functioning, you will see that you are being equipped when you are educated. So I still want to say this again. Education is not a scam. It's not a scam to be educated. So are you being discouraged by your qualifications, discouraged by you've gone to school, no work, you've gone to school, you are where you are, you've gone to school, yet the problem is still persisting? I want to tell you, it is not a scam to be schooled. It's not a scam. Don't be discouraged. It's not a scam. Then I also want to encourage you, don't just be educated, get a skill. Be skilled. Be skilled in whatever area you are. Be skilled. Do something separately. Do something special. Don't just think that all is okay by going to school. No, you need to be skilled. Thank you. Thank you for watching. This is Young People's Coach. Thank you.